Hey everyone, and welcome to the Moms Like Me podcast. I'm Jade, and I'm so excited to sit down and talk to other moms. My vision for these conversations is just to keep it light and fun and maybe throw in some inspiration when we can. I hope you enjoy this episode of Moms Like Me. So today I'm excited to introduce my first guest on the podcast, and I thought no person better to start with than my mother. So everybody welcome Datha Whitfield.
Yay! Yes, darling baby girl.
Thank you for saying yes.
Thank you for having me. This is amazing.
So I want to start, Mom. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do? How many kids? And I guess how many grandkids? Because you are a grandmother.
Oh, wow. Well, I wear about 42 hats. Yes. I'm a business owner, entrepreneur, speaker, life coach, mom to 3, mother-in-law to 2, and Datha to 3.
So how did you get the name Datha? That is a very unusual grandmother name.
Well, when I found out I was going to be a grandmother, I was way too young to be a grandmother. And so my oldest son and his wife were trying to think of cute names, and Honey is what I was supposed to be. Honey.
Honey, that's cute.
Honey and Gramps.
Honey and Gramps.
Yeah, I thought it was great. But my first grandson could not say honey at all. He never said it one time. So like at 1, I have it. I am taping him or have my camera out in the bathroom. He's taking a bath and he looks at me and says, Datha. so
that's how you became Datha. I love it.
And Raylan now is 8. And last time I saw him, he said, Datha, why did I name you after a German sandwich? So I'm not sure what that even means. But maybe cute. Someone can tell me if Datha is German
sandwich.
Don't know.
I love it. All right. Well, on this podcast, I'm just going to ask you a series of questions in no particular order, and I want you to answer them openly and honestly. Does that sound good?
Sounds hard. That's very hard, but I'll try.
Well, the first question I want to ask you is, who is your favorite child and why?
All of my children are my favorite children, and that is why.
No favorites?
No, you can't have favorite children.
I think people are lying when they say they don't have a favorite.
That's illegal. Child. There may be some that are easier children.
Okay.
And I will say you are a very easy child.
Thank you.
You are very easy, but and some children are harder.
So who would you say was your difficult child?
Well, it would be an equal race between my 35-year-old son, Bo, my eldest, and my baby, Sophie, that's 17.
Hey, but most people say the middle child is the worst. So I guess your middle child was your easiest child.
Yes, my middle child's perfect. But so is my eldest child and my youngest child. They are all equally amazing, and never tell one of your children that they are more favorite than the other.
You just told lies.
Don't do it. I told you this was going to be really hard.
All right. So this is fun. What is a mom mishap that you can now laugh about? Okay. Maybe it wasn't funny at the time, but now it is.
Worst one ever. If you're local to where I live in Hueytown, Alabama, tiny little bitty town. It has a very nice McDonald's. So worst mishap ever, and it's at the top of the list every time this is ever brought up. My oldest, Bo, was 2. And so we were at home. Dad was at work, or my husband was at work, and we went to McDonald's through the drive-thru to get a sausage biscuit, of course. So they tell me to pull up after I paid.
The worst
thing ever, because here we are. Now, picture this. We're in a 1988 Ford Taurus 5-speed. I'm on pajamas, and Bo is in his pajamas. He's in a blue onesie with feet. I'll never forget. I won't forget anything about this. And so they told me to pull up. I was very agitated, waited it seemed like I waited 30 minutes. It was probably 3 minutes because I was very young, probably 21, 22. And they told me to pull up. Well, never do this. What I'm about to say, no one ever do. I got out of my vehicle that was on and walked back to the window, getting in front of a car. There was a man there in the car paying. And so I'm between this man
at the window.
and the window. Yes. And I'm saying, where is my sausage biscuit? So this man like taps me because I'm right there at the window. I'm like, my back is on his car door. And he's like, excuse me, ma'am, there goes your car.
Oh my God.
So I turned around and there goes my Ford Taurus, little gray Ford Taurus rolling away. And if you know this McDonald's location, it's on a hill. Mm-hmm. And it's at a 4-way, like very busy, probably the busiest intersection in my town. And I go running after the car in my pajamas. It goes over the curb, rolls down the hill, but before it rolls into oncoming traffic, it gets stopped by a light pole that is still there. I jerk open the door. Bo is standing in the passenger seat with his hand on the gear shift.
You went for a drive.
Yes, and so here comes the ambulance, the fire truck. We were all okay. I was just so upset.
I bet. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine.
Yeah, I was crying hysterically, and Bo was fine. He was
fine.
Standing there looking at me when I opened the door.
Well, thank goodness.
Number one, never leave your children unattended in a car that's owned. Yep. Especially, just don't go to McDonald's.
Oh, your children have a bad history with cars because I don't know if I ever did, but I was just thinking about the time Sophie. I also don't think this was your fault. Sophie got locked in a hot car.
Yeah. Oh wait, she did. She got locked in a car because my dad, Pawpaw, was letting her play in my car. And so the police had to come, of course, open the door. But you did have a mishap.
Did I?
You opened the car door going down the road.
Yep.
Yes. And this happened on 18th Street in Bessemer. I had been shopping or something with my sister-in-law. You were in the back seat with Kayla, probably 4 or 5.
Was I actually strapped into a car seat?
You were not in a car seat, but you had a seatbelt on, I hope.
Or I would have fell off the car. But
you opened the door. So what I did is, like any good mother, I turned around and started spanking you on the legs while I'm driving. So I'm driving with my left hand. I'm turned around. I'm spanking you on the leg saying, never open the door. And I hit somebody.
Oh.
Do you remember that?
I do not remember that.
I hit a car. Here comes the police. And they arrest the person that I hit. True story. This poor man was on his way to work, and he apparently had an outstanding warrant.
He was just trying to go to work.
He was just trying to go to work, and I hit him, and he went to jail.
Oh, my goodness.
And we went home. So, yeah.
Okay, so for any new moms listening, new fear unlocked of letting your children play in a car or be in a car unattended or open the door.
Yeah, I think they have safety locks now where that cannot happen. This was back in the medieval times when cars did not have safety locks or car seats.
And I'm sure, we weren't in car seats. All right, so next question. If you could go back and talk to your former self before you had kids, what advice would you give and why?
Oh, I don't know. That's the hardest question. Maybe to slow down, because especially when you were little, when I call it my big kids and my little kid.
Yeah, go ahead and explain that.
Yeah, because I had a child at 20, a child at 25, and a child at 39. So if you're wondering the age gap there, when I had my youngest, Sophie, my children were 17, 13, and newborn.
Yep.
Cue some scary Jaws music right now.
We can have that in.
Please. And I cried for 6 months. And my husband was very sweet. I remember saying, I can't do this again. So it was tough, but that's so hard. So maybe when I was younger, just slow down. So if you're a mom with a lot of kids or they're little and you're young, I would just say, take a deep breath. It's okay. Let the house be dirty. Stop and watch a movie with your kiddo. Just slow down.
I love that.
That's the best I got.
That kind of leads into my next question. So you have an interesting perspective on motherhood because you were a mom at 20 and also a mom at, you said 39?
At elderly.
At elderly. So, do you think you were a better mom when you were younger or a better mom when you were older? And why?
Older.
How so?
More patience, hopefully more wisdom. 20 is hard. I mean, it's hard anytime you have a baby.
Yeah.
My older son told me recently, he's 35, and they were going through some struggles with their 2-year-old, and he called me and he said, I'm going to drive to Hueytown and blankety blank blank you for letting me have a child. But he was just joking. His kids are wonderful. And he's so blessed by them, even when they do crazy things. But it's easier, I think.
When you're older.
Well, it's not as easy on your body.
Yes. I was just about to say that.
But it's easier. You handle things so much better. I think you have more patience. You know.
Yep.
Does that answer your question?
That does. So I want to take a break from this episode and just share a product I've been loving. I always love to hear from my friends and other moms what products they love. And I want to share the Honest Beauty Skin Trio. I've been on a mission to find new skin products because my skin needed some help. So I love this. This is a hydrating moisturizer, a gentle cleanser, and a vitamin C serum, which clearly I've used a lot of. I'm almost out. But I've just loved the way it makes my skin feel, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So if you are interested, there is a link in the show notes. So this is an interesting one. If you could peek into your children's future, which I know 2 of us are more grown and one's still a teenager and lives in your house, but if you could peek into our future, what is one thing you would want to know?
If you're going to have more children so I can prepare myself.
So you can have
I can start taking more vitamins and I can get a bigger house and I can start working out. All the things I need to know if you're going to have more children.
So for Sophie then, what would you want to see in her future?
I'm just wondering if there's any man out there perfect enough for her.
That is true. She is the pickiest.
Picky. So I would like to look at your future to see if
she
any
found
time,
the perfect man.
yeah, if any time in the next 15 years I can expect a marriage from Sophie is what I want to know. Will somebody take her off my hands? I didn't say that.
Does anybody have a 17-year-old brother or son listening to this?
She needs an older guy.
Oh, older.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Must be very mature.
Very mature.
Very mature, tall, dark, and handsome.
Yes, with a great personality, good looks.
We just put an
talkative. Loves Jesus.
Loves the Lord. That's number
great
1.
Personality. They make $10 million a year
to afford her.
Is that person out there? They like being bossed around. They want to fix her breakfast and take it to her every morning.
Oh, man.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh, Sophie.
We love you, Sophie. If you ever listen to this.
Yeah, if Sophie listens to this, sorry.
She's going to be mad at us. Oh, my Lord. My career is over.
She'll be so mad at us.
My career behind the mic is done before it starts.
Okay, I love this question. What is a parenting trend that drives you crazy? Something maybe parents do.
Oh, my word.
And don't say anything I do.
Oh, my word. I have this. There's this parenting trend that makes me want to do bodily harm to parents. When you treat Easter and Valentine's and 4th of July like Christmas. I mean, Easter. I'm seeing pictures. Did the Easter bunny slide down the chimney in a red suit with a sack over its back? It's ridiculous. I'm seeing they get bicycles.
Yeah.
Somebody got bicycles, skateboard, an Easter basket as big as my dining room table.
Yeah, what happened to just the basket
what
with some
happened
chocolates?
To some chocolate, some Easter
chocolate
eggs.
Bunny.
Y'all, my blood pressure's rising. Your children do not need Christmas at holidays that are not Christmas. Splurge on Christmas. But you're diluting Christmas.
Yeah.
When you make Cupid and the Easter Bunny and Uncle Sam, all these holidays, when you turn it into Santa, you dilute Christmas.
Honestly, that's something I didn't think about, but
Hear me.
Is so true.
Hear me, parents. This is God.
Or there's some I mean, some people, I guess, have more money to spend than others, but some Christmases look insane, I guess.
Yes.
I guess if you're going to pick one, do it at Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could go nuts, but I think it's ridiculous. So I refuse.
I think Teddy, which of course he was only one at Christmas time, I think he got some outfits and like 2 toys.
Yeah. And can I do a second one that drives me crazy?
Absolutely.
Parents of 16-year-old children. If you buy your child, I can't even talk. If you buy your child a brand new car, you need to go find out if you're okay. How do I say this nice? Because I have friends that buy their children brand new cars, but they will probably wreck.
I was about to say, how many little fender benders, we're talking about Sophie again, has she had that
Let's
you
not
would
talk
not
about
want
that.
her to be in a brand new car?
Let's not talk about that.
That's for sure.
And just clip that other part. I don't want to offend all my friends. That's horrible. My other parenting trend, I just like, just when you buy your teenager a new car. Oh my God. Don't do it. Step away from the new car.
Away.
They need a clunker because they're going to hit people, y'all.
All right. I love this one. That was a very good one. What is a parenting myth you would like to debunk? So I guess something that people assume.
That is so hard. A parenting myth. I'm a myth. A myth that your days will always be sunshine and rainbows.
That you will get lots and lots of sleep.
Oh, yes. That if you have one child, your next one will be like the first one.
Oh, that's a good one.
They'll be totally different.
Yeah.
Trust me on this.
Or some people always say people tell me all the time, Teddy's so good and well behaved, your next one's going to be horrible. But that's not necessarily true.
Don't speak that. My next grandchild will be wonderful.
He'll be perfect.
In every way.
Perfect in every way. Okay, I like this. What is a favorite memory or tradition that you have with your kids?
Oh my goodness. A favorite memory. Well, my kids are so spread out.
I know.
So when we were all together, it was probably Christmas. Like everybody getting y'all are gonna love this. We're about to see what happens when you're a poor young parent and have a little money as an older parent. So my favorite when everybody was together was probably the ornament on Christmas Eve. Everybody got their own ornament. I'm sure my son-in-law loved his ornament. I can't even remember what ornaments I got him.
I remember one time, I will say this, I'm pretty sure I picked him out a little plane because he was very into watching Lost about the plane that went down, and I'm pretty sure we still have a little plane, but it was from you.
Yeah, so that was the way back when. Now my favorite tradition is taking all of my children to the beach for New Year's Eve.
I also like this tradition. There's just something so wonderful about being at the beach at Christmas time when there's nobody there.
And it's better than an ornament.
Well, I still
Jeremy,
like
would you rather have
too.
an ornament for $4.99 from Hobby Lobby or a week's vacation at the Carib in Orange Beach?
I love it. And the beach is so special at Christmas time.
Yeah, and I just love hanging out in our pajamas and drink coffee and play Uno, and the kids run around screaming, and it's just I hide on the deck, and it's a lovely time.
I was gonna say it's very relaxing, but also there's children running around screaming.
It's relaxing. Yes, the sound of the ocean drowns out the children screaming. I love my grandchildren.
Okay, you'll like this question. I think this is our last question. If you went on a momcation by yourself, where would you go and what would you do?
Oh, momcation by myself. Where would I go? What would I do? Such a good question. There's so many good places to go. It would just be on a beach with a book, and a cold drink, and my phone so I can take pictures.
Of course. Every mom with their phone and the pictures.
But I'm by myself, so why do I really need my phone to take pictures?
So other people can see that you're having a good time.
Yes, exactly. So I can say, hey, I'm on a vacation by myself with
proof
no
that
children.
It happened. Would you want to go to the beach locally or somewhere else?
I want to go to Mexico.
Okay.
So I think I'll go tomorrow.
Okay. Wait, are you actually going tomorrow?
I am.
Can I go?
Yes. Whenever
thank you.
your children ask you any question, just
say yes. Just say yes. Well, Mom, thank you for being my first guest on the podcast. And I just appreciate you and love you. And
it's been lovely.
you're the best.
You're great at this.
Thank you.
Go, baby girl.
All right. That's all. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening today. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review or share with a friend. And if you are interested in being on the Moms Like Me podcast, reach out to me on Instagram. See you next time. This episode was produced by Cunningham Creative, a mobile podcasting service helping you reach your audience. If you want more information, you can go to cunninghamcreative.online.